What is up, guys? I'm back with the 370Z today. What I'm going to be doing is fixing or repairing the clear coat on my car. If you'll recall, during the last video I mentioned that I had basically bumped or scuffed the rear bumper with the my air compressor, and I left some scratches in the clear coat, so I'm going to get those out today. So you can see here is one of the more pronounced scratches, and then when following the fender line here, there's like little fine rubbing scratches all right there. So I caught it pretty good. Like I said, luckily it didn't dent anything. So at any look, I should be able to buff these out. I'm not going to be using any type of tools or machines. I'm just going to do a hand buff, and hopefully it'll get it out. You guys may have seen this before with people doing rubbing compounds like 3M. They make a rubbing compound. The difference, what I'm going to be using today is a headlight compound. When we installed the rear diffuser on the S550 Mustang, we used this exact same rubbing compound to get some of the adhesive residue that, I mean, it was just really into the clear coat, and we figured we'd give it a shot just because we didn't have actual rubbing compound. And you know, I figured worst case scenario didn't work out, we could go to the auto store, but it worked out pretty good. So I'm thinking that's going to work out as well. So again, it's a headlight buffing compound, so to restore your headlights. So this is it. This is Rain-X Extreme Renew Glass and Plastic. So I haven't used this in a while. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna use about that much. You don't need a whole lot. I mean, like I said, it's pretty thick, but I guess anything that's about a quarter size. Okay, so there is. So here's the first one that I'm gonna apply the rubbing compound to. And so the car was kind of dusty. It needs to be washed, so I went ahead and wiped the car down. It's not too dirty. Alright guys, so there it is. There's actually some swirl marks left from the rubbing compound, but I can buff that down a little bit more. Like I said, I didn't use any machines. I just wanted, I mean, that definitely would have been easier because it definitely was a workout. But just want to let you guys know that if you do have something like that and you don't have a fancy buffer, you can just grab you some rubbing compound. I use the standard, it's for the, it's a microfiber cloth, so that's what I use. But so I wasn't too heartbroken about it because, but I was bummed that I scratched it at all anyway. Like I said, the car's pretty pristine, and I heard whenever I hit the air compressor, and even though I'm going to be swapping it out with an aftermarket rear end, I still wanted to get it. You always want to keep it looking sharp regardless. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So if you get a little scratch in your car, hood somewhere, doors, where it's really visible, it's not the end of the world. I mean, as long as you don't go through the clear coat. I mean, once you do that, chances are likely that you've scratched up the paint also. So that's going to need a whole different type of fix. So, but for this, something like this, it just took me a few minutes to buff it out by hand, and it's good to go. Get it back on the road, no more scratches. So something like that you don't have to take to the shop. It's something you can do yourself at home. It's relatively inexpensive. I believe rubbing compounds, it's been a long time since I bought this one, but I want to say I paid about $11 for it. But I'd say they run somewhere between 10 to 15 bucks for a rubbing compound, just depending on the size that you get as far as container. But you know, again, that's something that, you know, 10 15 bucks out of pocket, you fix it yourself, and you can get the scratches out without having to take it to a professional. As long as you didn't go through the clear coat, as long as it's surface level, you're good to go. So that's a quick fix there, guys. Keep your cars on the road, keep them looking slick. I'll see you in the next one.
Shake the feeling that I'm